Very moist and creamy. These are the ingredients for my smoked tuna noodle casserole. I've got a pound of elbow noodles. I'm only going to be using about a quarter cup of red onions and a quarter cup of these green onions to make a total of a half a cup of onions. I've got some celery. I'm going to be using about a quarter cup of celery. It's 1 clove of garlic minced. I have some clarified butter or ghee. That's 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup. And I've got 4 tablespoons of flour to make a roux. I also have about 2 cups of mixed vegetables and 2½ cups of heavy cream. Of note for this tuna noodle casserole or smoked tuna noodle casserole, I will not be using any canned soups, no cream of mushroom, no cream of celery, no cream of anything soup. We're going to make this with a béchamel, thus the heavy cream, the flour, and the ghee are clarified butter. In addition, I'm not going to be putting any cheese in this. I want the smoked yellowfin tuna to speak for itself. I've got my water boiling, and I'm going to add my elbow macaroni. We're taking a spoon and giving that a stir so it won't stick to the bottom. This should be ready in about 10 minutes. We don't need to cook it fully through because we're going to put it in the oven when we bake the tuna noodle casserole. I've got my 4 tablespoons of clarified butter, and to that I'm going to add my 4 cups of flour. We'll combine these. This is going to be a bechamel type sauce, and I'm using this instead of using a cream of mushroom or cream of celery soup. This will make a type of white gravy or white sauce, which I'll add all the other ingredients to. And once it's combined and I'm assured that the flour no longer will have a raw taste, I'll start adding in the vegetables. I'm going to add in some celery, green onions, my red onions, and my garlic. I'm going to add some salt, and that's to taste. That was probably a little bit less than a teaspoon. I've got some white pepper, and I use that just so that I don't have the black pepper flecks in my casserole, just for prettier presentation. To this now I'm going to add my heavy cream, combine. We'll let that thicken. My sauce is starting to thicken. And I'm going to add now my mixed veggies. We'll let that cook through. My white sauce is now thickened. It's ready to add all the other ingredients, which includes the tuna, smoked tuna, and the macaroni. At this point, too, it's probably very important to taste the white sauce to see if it has enough seasoning. That's going to need some more salt. I'm going to add in probably another little less than a half a teaspoon. I'm also going to add in a little bit more of the white pepper. I've got my smoked tuna. And no, I did not smoke this. Hubby does a lot of deep sea fishing. And when the boat comes into the harbor and they unload the tuna that they've caught or whatever fish they've caught, there are fish processing facilities in San Diego where they will process it and make tuna, jerky, or just vacuum seal the regular tuna. I may not use all of this, it's a lot of tuna. We'll set that part to the side. And we'll add these flake pieces to our noodles. Combine that. Got quite a bit of tuna in there. As I mentioned before, I'm not going to put any cheese in this because I want the smoked tuna to shine, to be the popular component of this dish, and not to be taken over by any type of smoked cheeses or cheddar cheeses or any other cheesy things I might put in here. Okay, then I have my white sauce with my veggies in it. And I'm going to carefully attempt to pour this into my casserole. My biggest fear is that my dish may not be large enough, but we'll see once we get this all in there. And this sauce starts to occupy a lot of the elbow macaroni crevices and holes. I think I'm going to be okay. As a little afterthought, I thought just to add a little bit color, I'm going to add some Spanish paprika, and that's just to give it a little bit of a reddish color to the top of it. That's not going to deviate anything from the flavor. And there you have smoked tuna noodle casserole in a bechamel white sauce with vegetables. The smoked tuna and noodle casserole is now done, ready to be served. Very moist and creamy. Mmm. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Very good. Smoked tuna and noodle casserole made without any cans of soup, made in a white bechamel sauce. Yum.